Hello there, and welcome once again to quite frosty Finnish countryside. We live already in February, and today we have once again minus 30 degrees. But unlike the last cold wave, it should get warmer during the day. Let's see. However, in this video I thought I'll tell you and show you how we keep our 100-year-old house warm during the cold winter days. It depends a bit how cold is it outside, but we heat only with wood. We have also oil heating, but with that we heat only our warm water. However, I'll tell you about that also later in this video. Now I think I have to go back inside with the dog, because when it's this cold he can't stay that long outside. I also already brought the kids along to the school taxi, because it's a bit too long walk for the dog when it's this cold. However, so in this video it's all about heating. When you live somewhere where it gets this cold, you obviously have to think about your heating much more and much earlier than if you live somewhere where it doesn't get this cold. And we made our first arrangements already in the summer, as we asked our neighbor if he's able to bring us enough wood, because we don't have yet our own forest. There are only a couple of trees on the plot, so we would like to buy forest at some point, but we would like to have it somewhere in the near, so it's not that easy. But until then, we are happy that our neighbor has enough wood for us. However, like I've told, our house is a very old log house with 6 fireplaces in it. What? Yes, 6, and then the sauna house. And in the late 70s, early 80s, they built also central heating here, which operates with oil. But because it's already so old and you really can't know how long it's gonna work, we decided to test right in the first winter if we can manage to keep the house warm only with the wood. And hallelujah, what a first winter we got. The first cold wave with under minus 20 degrees came already in November, and then the next one in December, where we had down to minus 36 degrees Celsius. There were so many days where the temperature didn't get over minus 27 degrees at all. And now we had once again a wave with down to minus 30 degrees. So we definitely got to test it, this only with wood heating, on a very, very cold winter. Our neighbor said that he remembers a winter like this. Last time it was 1986-87. But the oil heating is not used only for the central heating, but also for our warm water. That's why we ordered some oil in October, So the oil company wrote me yesterday evening 6:30 that my oil is now in the car and it's gonna be delivered as soon as possible. And I was like, okay, in the evening or what? But no. And now I'm of course waiting. Now it's 8:30 in the morning or so, and I'm waiting if they are coming soon or today or tomorrow or when. It's our very first time and I'm quite excited what's going to happen now. We actually ordered it full, but there was some space only for 750 liters, which cost at that time 1,300 euros with a 60 euro small delivery extra, which comes if you order under 1,000 liters. Yeah, and it has been enough. There is still a lot of left. Let's see what's the next time we have to order some oil. And otherwise, our neighbor has been bringing us wood all the winter through, and until now, meaning middle of February, we have needed 32 cubic meters, and it's still not enough. Let's see in the spring what's the final amount. I think the price for a whole year will be something about 300 euros per month for heating the whole year. On the really cold days, we have also been using some electrical radiators, which you of course should be calculating to the prices if you would like to be very exact, but we don't do it now. But now to the main thing, the heating itself. Our daily tasks have been established so that Stefan takes care of heating. So in this video, I'm also just following him because he makes it always, everything. The first thing to do in the morning is to heat our kitchen wood stove, because with it we also make our morning porridge and often also cook it with it during the day. When it's really cold, meaning like under minus 20, 25 degrees Celsius, this one is running all day long. The next one is then the heart of our living room, the big stone oven, in Finnish leivinuuni. And here you also see how you always have to make sure that the hatches are closed or open. This one can store the heat very efficiently and then give it up slowly the whole day long. It's also so big that you can burn quite a long wood as well, and it can be used also for cooking, especially for some pot foods or meat. When it's really cold, Stefan makes 2 big fires in the morning and 1 in the evening, and when it's minus 10, once in a day is enough, and if it's around 0, every second day can be enough. Then we go to our workroom, where we have this very popular Finnish stone oven. If we shut the door, it warms the room very good, and once in a day is enough. And then we go to our bedroom, where we have an old brick fireplace which stores the heat very good. If it's not very cold, once in a day is enough, but if it's colder, then twice. But if you do it too late, then it's possible that it's too warm in the evening when we go to sleep. And then a bit more wood for the big stone oven in the living room. You could heat it too warm, that's why you have to look a bit. Then we need some more wood. Today is a very crispy day, I think minus 27 degrees. And then we go to the sauna house, where we have this a bit. This is definitely our newest oven. I'm not quite sure from which year, but it's 2000 something. But it's also very good. It can save the warmth very efficiently. Now it's plus 12 degrees in the sauna house, so not very warm. If it's very cold, we heat the sauna house twice a day, and otherwise once a day is enough. Keep it warm. And then we can go to the cellar. There's also a funny fireplace. That one, we don't use it very often, but when it's like really cold, we have to heat it up a bit, because in the cellar is also our solar system. The battery is there, and it really doesn't like when it's too cold. But now we also brought a radiator there, so we really don't have to use this oven. And then the second set for our workroom. Although this oven can't be heated too much, that's why 2 times is enough. And another set for our bedroom. And then we go to the upper floor, where it's there's a small bedroom of our son, and it's so small that there you don't have to make that big fire to get it warm and keep it warm. The other bedroom doesn't have any oven, but it's this warm with this chimney. And then 1.5 hours later, we make a bit more wood for the levynuuni, the second grill set. And then a bit of spreading so that it's nicely there. And then we close the door, but leave obviously all the hatches still open. And 3 hours later, we can close the hatches in the workroom. And also the hatches of the levy. So I guess that's all about it. Of course, when it's really cold, then we have to do also something in the evening. But at that day, I think it got then a bit warmer. It wasn't a minus 30 degrees then anymore. So the house stays, of course, significantly warmer when it's only minus 20 degrees. In the summer, in the autumn, we weren't quite sure how we keep the hallway warm or the bathroom or so, and the answer is we don't. The hallway has been really cold. I once, as I came home, I left my water bottle there and it got frozen. I don't think that there was minus degrees in the hallway, but maybe it was already a bit colder, and it was directly to the wall. However, it's cold in there, and so is in the bathrooms some days. And many people warned us in the autumn that if it's a good idea to heat only with wood, and yes, it is. It was definitely a good idea to test it. Of course, maybe a bit warmer winter would have been nicer, but like I said, at least we got to test it in really cold circumstances. And now we know it, that it is possible. It is possible to keep the house warm. Of course, it's not everywhere that warm, and we also thought in the coldest days that we just close the kitchen door and warm up the kitchen, because this big room wasn't really getting warmer, because you of course you can't heat the stone oven more too much, because it then it can then bring damages, not only for the oven but also for the chimney and so on. So it was like 16 degrees here, then 14, 13 and so on. And once we also ate in the kitchen because it was just too chilly here, but then it got warmer finally, and then this room also got warmer. And yeah, but those are just some days during the year, and when you compare it to, or think the whole year, what are then a couple of days? Not that much. So the plan is at some point to get rid of the oilating, because why not? However, so long it's working, we of course use it for the warm water. However, I hope I said now everything what I had to say. If you got some questions, then just write me a comment. Otherwise, I hope you like this video, and if you want more something like this, something about living in an old house and so on, then just write it also down there. And otherwise, I would say maybe we will see us in the next time again, and until then, bye bye.